Well, hello YouTube! In this tutorial we're gonna learn about pointer dereferencing. So don't worry about that terminology. Practically that means that we will grab stuff from containers, from variables, so values, we will grab values using pointers. So first we need to have something on a screen, like let's play around with floats. Why not? 3.14 is a value. And how to construct pointers? Well, you will just say int, because pointers are weird numbers. So let's try this for a second. So star ptr pi is our target, and we're gonna grab that address using ampersand and name of variable. So down there, oops, when you try to print this ptr thingy with end line and the end, result will be error. Why? Because we cannot convert float to integer. Well, okay, so what that means is whatever you use here as a data type, use the same stuff when you're creating pointers. And don't use anything else. So same stuff. Float will now give us that weird address. And I'm going to try to remember it. 6dfe8, let's say. Okay. So how to get this value without stating name of variable using pointers? So remember in the last tutorial I told you that you can use star only once? Well, that's the true actually. But this is the line dedicated for constructing pointers, and now we will use that address. So we are not printing address, we are actually using address, and there is a difference. So now we need to say star again. So please note, these two lines are not the same. This is creation of pointer and this is extraction of value based on address of pointer. Okay, so address, we are using address to see what is in it. We are not that much interested in address on itself, but we do care about values. Okay, so let me print this. I think it's yeah, so I mean obvious value, and the actual address will not change. So let me test that. ptr pi end line, and let's have a custom report here. Maybe you like that, like actual address, like low level stuff, and then actual value, uppercase, because it's important to understand this stuff. And let's print it, and here results will be the same. So these lines will yield you thing down there, and this line will yield you actual address. So what's the difference? Well, the difference here is that we care in this line about actual address, but down there we don't care about address, we are just using it. Why? Because we care about value. But the thing is, the major difference, we are not using name of variable, we are using address of that thing. So let me think about another example. Let me actually create I don't know, constant here, like const, and we are going to play around with strings now. So the name of string will be str, and Slavoj Žižek with Jordan Peterson, let's say. So let's use it down there. First we must create pointer to that string. How? Just copy paste the primary stuff, const and data type down there, and then what will be the name? ptr str, but now we are constructing pointer, so don't forget star. And what is our target? Well, str. Okay, so what is the actual address of that thing? What is the value, actual, yeah, the hardware address? So cout ptr str end line, and now we will have some weird number. There you go. So this thing is address of that container. So pointers are addresses of containers, of variables. So let's grab these values by not using actual names. We will use just pointers. So let's print that thing down there. Actual value, and now we need to use star, ptr, str, and end the line. And now here the first result will be actual address, and down there we will have actual value, this thing. Let me test that. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, the thing will work now. There you go. So if this is confusing, just remember, then you will use star the first time when you create pointers, and if you need to get values through pointers, again you will use star down there. So this is for creation and this is for usage. Of course you can use, directly this thing, like cout and then str and then end line, and the result will be same. There you go. Okay, but these are two different ways: pointer way, name variable way. Right, so just quick note, what's gonna happen if you forget this string here? Will you get into errors? Well, let's test that. Yes, we will get into errors. So cannot convert const string to something else. Okay, so you must use it. And what's gonna happen if you don't use const at all? Will that string work? Let me test that. The thing will work, but what's the difference? Well, the difference is that this is variable, and when you use const, then we are talking about constants. And the purpose of constants is to be relatively unchanged during the course of work of your program. So it depends what you do, but yeah, that's the theory. Some people will find this confusing, but just give yourself a couple of minutes or days, breathe, and then just remember you can use star, but in a different, what's the term here in English? Not concept, but context. Yeah, in different context. This context is for creation, and this context is for usage. Well, I definitely need to improve a little bit my English, but that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching as always, and if you don't understand this, play with just integers, and when you get that, then switch to floats, to strings, to characters, and blah blah blah. So thank you for watching, see you next tutorial.